States, United States Army, and a grateful nation. Please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your loved ones' honorable and faithful service.
Baruch Dayan Hamet. Baruch Dayan Hamet, we praise the Judge of Truth. It's a sad gathering, and also a celebration of a Baruch Dayan Hamet, we praise the Judge of Truth. We are saddened and we're grateful. We celebrate the life of this good man. I'd like to begin with Psalm 121. It's a day where you should be out fishing, although it'll be a little cold today. Esai enai el haharim me'ayin yavo Ezri. Ezri me'im Adonai oseh shamayim va'aretz. Al yiten lamot raglecha, al yanum shomrecha. Hine lo yanum v'lo yishan shomer Yisrael. Adonai shomrecha, Adonai tzidcha ad yad yaminecha. Yomam hashemesh lo yakeka v'yarech v'layla. Adonai yishmarcha mikol ra, yishmor et nafshecha. Adonai yishmar tzidcha u'voecha, me'ata v'ad olam. I lift up my eyes unto the mountains, from whence cometh my help? My help comes from the Lord, maker of heaven and earth. The Lord will not let your foot give way. Your protector will not slumber. See, the protector of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. The Lord is your guardian. He is your protection at your right hand. The sun will not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will guard you from all harm. He will guard your soul. You're going and you're coming now and forever. And let us recite the 23rd Psalm together in the English. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He guideth me in straight paths for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou hast anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. We gather this morning for a solemn occasion, for the celebration of a good long life. Sanford Beckerman was a good man. He went by Sandy or Red, mostly. He had a good sense of humor. He kept busy with work and hobbies. If Sandy were standing with us right now, he might suggest we go out, get out of the cold, and go over to the closest bowling alley for a few games. Red was not a religious Jew in the conventional sense. However, in life and in his tendencies, he was an immediate reminder of an upcoming Torah portion which we are going to read next month. Right now in the Torah reading cycle, our ancestors are schlepping through the wilderness and preparing to receive the Ten Commandments at Mount Sinai, and they would have needed maternity garments. After that, they prepared to build the Mishkan, which is the portable structure, the portable temple, as they schlepped through the wilderness. They worship God they camp, they set up the Mishkan, they worship God. When they break camp and they go to the next place, they take the Mishkan and everything else down and they go. This is the beginning of their 40-year wilderness journey to the Promised Land. So now here's the reminder of Red. In Exodus chapter 35, our ancestors are told to bring the materials to make the Mishkan, to make the tabernacle. And they're bringing gifts. I mean, everything is going according to plan. They're bringing the materials. And in the Torah and Genesis, and in Exodus 35, it tells us they bring, and they bring, and they bring, and they continue to bring. And finally, Moses has to say, and this is in Exodus chapter 36, verse 6, let no man or woman make further effort toward gifts for the sanctuary. And the reason this is a reminder of Sandy and his legacy is that this Torah teaching describes when somebody just doesn't know when to stop. And in so many ways, he didn't know when to stop. He was caring, he was generous of spirit, he would give you grief, he would go fishing, he would go bowling, he was loving, he was generous, he was a character. And thank God he didn't know when to stop being all of those things. Sanford Beckerman was born here in Cleveland on December 1st, 1930. His parents of blessed memory, Jacob and Gertrude. He was the baby of 3, all now of blessed memory. Marv, he is of blessed memory, and Marv's wife Lil is in California. We send our condolences to her. Dan passed away in 2005, and Sanford. He was close also with his nephews Ira, Gary, and his cousin Roger. Sandy went to John Adams High School, graduated in 1949 in the winter class, and as you know, he served in the Army Reserves. He enlisted in 1951, and he served for 8 years. He was an E5 staff sergeant. Sandy and Mary married in 1967 and shared a marriage of almost 15 years. There were blessings of family and friends. 3 children, Jana and granddaughter Noah, James, and Julie. The kids shared some things which Red wanted us to remember this morning. He was in a bowling league, and he was an avid bowler for many years. He bowled a high game of 279. If you've ever bowled, you know that's a high score. I mean, 300 is perfect. 279 is a lot of pins. His highest 3-game total was 694, and his highest season average was 189. He was a decent golfer. He had a hole-in-one in 2000 in Phoenix, Arizona, and James witnessed it. And then James said, I got one a few years back. A friend witnessed it, but no family. I'm not taking the clothes off. It's just taking a little while to get through these pages. I'm not taking off the gloves. All right, I'm taking off. But this is why it's stapled together, because it will blow all over the place. Red, he said Red was still skipping rope, and he walked and hobbled. The most important thing is he had 3 wonderful kids who went to college and graduated. Jana, you said he would talk trash to you while you were doing jigsaw puzzles.
Yep.
And after the first couple of times, I asked, what was that? She said, after the first couple of times, I expected it. It's like you look at a basketball game, the guy's talking trash to one another. He's talking trash to you while you're doing jigsaw puzzles. Like, what would he say? Oh, you're never gonna find that piece. Yeah, is this piece? Yeah, this is the one.
You're really trying to put that piece there? Oh.
Gotta love him. Oh, man. Now my eyes are watering. Okay. He was a big Cavs fan, Indians fan, and Browns fan. He enjoyed the Cavaliers' 2016 championship run. And who didn't? Only if you're a Golden State fan. He used to take us to Indians opening day. Mary, you said he was a good person. Whatever the kids wanted, he did. Jana was very charitable and wanted to help others. And you said, and Jana would give the shirt off his back to help others. Yes, he was generous. James, you said he said he felt bad that he didn't leave us a big inheritance because he didn't go to college. But he paid for most of our educations. And, well, that almost worked out the same. Really did. Julie texted a picture of him fishing. It was a beautiful picture because he loved to fish. There's a picture of him with a steelhead trout that he caught on the Grand River. That was a gazunta fish. I mean, it's a pretty big fish. Very nice. He wasn't the most religious person, Julie said, although he wanted us to be. And he came on Yom Kippur to our congregation with you. So nice. He donated blood every chance he could, and that was more than 70 times. He liked everything in terms of food, liked everything. Especially any kind of chocolate. Peanut clusters were his favorite. Aren't those kind of like turtles? Or, okay, just wondering. For many years, Sandy worked at M.I. Hipschman Clothing. I tried to look this up on the internet, couldn't find anything. It was at 18th and Superior, and they sold, you know, women's maternity clothing. Whereas my cousin Butchie was in Schmattes, just women's clothing, with the maternity clothing. He had pulmonary fibrosis, which meant that he, shortness of breath, for the last year and a half. And the family just found out about it a little while ago because he didn't really share it. He was having trouble breathing. And on Friday he breathed his last. And now there's no more pain or deterioration. There's just rest and wholeness and peace. His soul is returning to God to be with the souls of his dear loved ones, relatives, friends, and ancestors of our people. We learn this in Ecclesiastes 12, verse 7. The dust returns to the earth as it was. The spirit returns to God who gave it. So Red is now at peace, and one day you will be together with him in Olam Haba. Olam Haba is the world to come, and it's a spiritual place. It is not a physical place. Your souls will be together with him again. He'll be able to talk trash as you talk about doing the jigsaw puzzles. We have sent along a High Holy Days prayer book with him. Since he was a Yom Kippur Jew, because that's when he attended, we thought that would be inappropriate for him to say. But in a more serious vein, We're bearing a prayer book with him because not only is it a mitzvah, a religious obligation to escort the body of your loved one to its final resting place, but also holy books of our tradition. You have memories, so many memories of Sandy. And we give thanks to God for this gift of long life. And as you think of him, you should eat some chocolate, except for James. If you're allergic, do not eat chocolate, but find something else good to eat. All right, good. You should go do some fishing. You should get together and do some bowling. You should donate blood. You should come to services at Temple Israel Ner Tamid, not just on Yom Kippur. You should come. And if you come more than once a year, you can tell them, look how observant we came. And then do these things in his loving memory. We conclude with words from the first chapter of the book of Job. Adonai Natan, Adonai Lakach, Yehi Shem Adonai Mevarach. The Lord hath given, the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Amen. They will generally give you Christians. casket, and then we'll escort his body to its final resting place, putting it into the earth in that cottage. Oh, say shalom b'mama. Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. May God, who causes peace to reign in the high heavens, cause peace to rain down upon us, upon all Israel, and upon the soul of our dearly departed Sandy Beckerman. And let us say Amen. Please rise for El Malei Rachamim. Into your care, O God, we entrust the spirit of our dear Sanford Beckerman, Sandy, our dear Red. For you keep faith with your children in death as in life. Sustain us that we may meet with serenity the mysteries that lie ahead, knowing that when we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you, O God, are with us, a loving friend in whom we put our trust. You are the light of our life, our hope in eternity. El Malei Rachamim, Shochein Bamromim, Ametzeh Menucha Nechona, Tachat Kanfei HaShechina, Im Kedoshim U'Tohorim, Kezohar Rakia Masirim, Et Nishmat Sanford Beckerman, Shalach L'Olamo, Ba'al HaRachamim, Yasderehu V'Seiteh K'nafav Le'olamim, Vayitzroh B'Tzroh HaChaim, Et Nishmato, Adonai Hu Nachalato, V'Yanuach B'Shalom Al Mishkavo, V'Nomar Amen. Compassionate God, eternal Spirit of the universe, grant perfect rest in your sheltering presence to our dear Sandy Beckerman. He has entered eternity. O God of mercy, let him find refuge in the shadow of your wings, and let his soul be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. God is his inheritance. May he rest in peace, and let us say Amen.
Amen.
And please let us turn to the Kaddish, and we'll recite Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Ba'alma divrach elutev yamelich malchuteh. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chay l'chol Beit Yisrael בהגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבם וברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקדושה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה. דאמירן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו amen. May God grant peace to those who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, and let us say amen. And now we will escort his body to its final resting place. All of us who wish to, it's a mitzvah to place earth upon the casket, and then we're going to recite Kaddish for Red for the whole month. Every Friday night at services, every Wednesday afternoon, the kids need reps on it for Hebrew school. They're saying Kaddish for Sandy. And on Sunday mornings, they're saying Kaddish for Sandy. So lots of Kaddishes for him, a good deserving soul.
I'm going to have to get another one of these. It's cold. Sorry.
Go your way, for God has called you. Go your way, and may God be with you. Your righteousness go before you. May the glory of God receive you. May God console you with all who mourn in Zion and
Thank you. Take care. For Simcha's, maybe.
absolutely.